Welcome back. Our next guest opened up their business in 2020 at the height of the pandemic. Paradigm Spirits is the newest distillery in Ontario, and they are unique in what they offer. Let's meet Irma Jovier, who will tell us more. Hello, Irma, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Jen. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So tell us about Paradigm Spirits.
Paradigm is one of Canada's newest distilleries. We are located here in London, and we opened in the height of the pandemic in December of 2020. We are at 100 Kellogg Lane, which is quickly becoming a vastly transformed property. And as one of the anchor tenants out in the courtyard, we recycled an old building that was formerly used for maintenance vehicles and at one point a cafeteria for the Kellogg staff. We repurposed that building and today are making spirits out of many of the same grains that Kellogg's used to make cereal.
Wow. So for those of us who aren't very familiar with the term spirits, and I'll put my hand up first. What exactly is a spirit?
So as a spirit is alcohol. Some people might call it hooch or liquor, or but it's not wine and it's not beer. Spirits are distilled on grain, so they can be made with corn, wheat, rye, barley, potatoes, some fruit. But it is the process of distillation, a fermentation followed by distillation, that produces a spirit. And so today we make gin, we make vodka, and we make whiskey.
Nice. And so people can come and experience the creation of the spirits, correct?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, that's entirely what we set out to do. We think that people have a lot to learn when it comes to spirits, and we know that consumers are very conscientious about what they are consuming, how much of it they are consuming, and where that product came from and how that product's made. And the best way to help people come to know our products is to have them in the facility. So you can come to the distillery and you can see the stills, you can take a tour, you can join a cocktail class or a whiskey and chocolate tasting perhaps, but building those experiences with our guests is really what we set out to do at Paradigm. And we have a wonderful location at 100 Kellogg Lane that over time we'll see a lot of traffic. So we're super excited to share what we're making with everyone. We have a full restaurant and bar in-house as well, which is fantastic. So you can come for brunch, you can come for dinner, you can come for cocktails, come with girlfriends and hang out. It's a great place.
So that's part of what makes Paradigm unique, the whole experience, the restaurant, the cocktail bar.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Before we built Paradigm, we traveled extensively and we saw a lot of wineries, we saw a lot of breweries, we saw some cideries, and we really loved what they were doing. But what we didn't see was distilleries very often. We spent a lot of time visiting distilleries once we fell in love, and we spent a great deal of time in Kentucky. We are passionate about Kentucky bourbon and bourbon culture. And we loved the folks in Kentucky and what they were doing with bourbon. So they set up this fabulous bourbon trail where people can visit, a dozen distilleries in a day if they wanted and learn something special about each one. And we love the hospitality. And so we wanted to replicate some of what we experienced south of the border here for Londoners. My dad always used to say that, there would always be time for whiskey, but there wasn't necessarily time for memories. So it's our goal to make memories with our guests in sharing spirits.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so, excuse me, with regards to the cocktail bar and the restaurant, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. We're open 6 days a week. A couple of weeks ago, we've opened our lunch service. We have a huge patio, much of which is covered and offers heat for our guests outside. We have 2 floors of dining and two bars for people to get great cocktails from. We serve brunch on Saturday and Sunday, lunch and dinner throughout the week. Only day that we're closed is Monday right now. So we invite everybody to come out and enjoy some of this great new weather that we have or that we're about to experience, and enjoy some of our food and drink.
Awesome. So if people want to learn more, they can just go to your website?
ParadigmSpirits.com. We're on social media, Facebook and Instagram as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing Paradigm Spirits.
Thanks so much for having me, Jen. Hope to see you one day.